If you want to learn how to do graffiti Wildstyle letters, this video is for you. My name is hello, what's up YouTube and YouTube graffiti artists. My name is Louis Ling Chong, and welcome. If you get anything out of this video, give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Today's name is going to be Hevia in Wildstyle letters. Let's get it. All right. So today I'm gonna teach you how to do Wildstyle, and this is like one of the first stages of this particular artwork. First, I have to say before I start, the name I'm using, Hevia, it's gonna be Wildstyle. If you notice over here, I put a line in the top, line in the middle, and line in the bottom. For that purpose, the reason for that, to keep the flow of the letters, straight. I'm actually put the letters pretty close, but I'll be doing that very soon. And then one thing you notice that I'm gonna add some flowers in this particular piece. That's what I did. Sketch it out first, and then when you first start drawing, you have to sketch things out first, called restating the artwork, which is sketching it out real loosely, very lightly, until you come to a point that you like what you see, and you darken the lines. You darken the outline, and you get everything done. Okay, so I'm giving you an idea how I'm gonna do the tutorial. It's gonna be like, first I'm gonna draw first, finish the drawing step by step, and then after that I will stop it. You will not see me draw it. You can see me finish drawing, and then after that I'll be talking. It'll be some music into the video, okay, as I go through the tutorial. And the medium I'll be using is pen and ink. So I guess right here, the name I'll be using is Hevia, Hevia. So I get everything all straightened out here, so it's ready to go. So I'm working on the basic letters. And it's supposed to be stage 1 still.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined, cause I feel I got the blessing, persistent.
Alright, so over here we still in the first stages, okay, and we see that when you first draw lightly, I get Hevia, right? So these are the basic. Before you start any Wildstyle letters, best start with and just basic fonts. You go to Google and find them out. So this is about a font I choose. This would be the fundamentals of the Wildstyle. Keep it, very simple letters, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do now. Add some style to it. We're gonna move on to the second stage. And one thing I noticed that, I want you to know that since the Wildstyle gonna be connected, I put the letters pretty close to each other.
I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined, cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things.
Alright, so over here you notice that we in the second stage, and I start stylizing the letters. Okay, so now you notice that over here I bent the letters, so this is like the flow I want to keep, having these letters kind of like bent. Okay, and I did it this way, but then I didn't like it, so I went straight this way, right? Now you notice the E, I just went over it right here, overlap over here. I took the V and bented it, so all the letters have to come like straight, font. It's gonna be bent. All right. So I's over here, and we have the A. So I decided to keep the A just like this one over here, because I want to do the A, but I looked at it as like wasn't feeling it, but still, this is just the stylization of this kind of letter now. Now the third stage, I'm gonna go ahead and do connecting the arrows to the extensions and little bits and pieces. I'm gonna explain to that more once I finish.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. Yeah, you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall.
Right, so we in let me see, stage 3 if I'm correct, and this is the wine stuff you was watching me draw. I'm gonna explain to you a little bit something, because this is right here. I'm trying to find what I have here. Okay, over here you notice that I added more of a built it up in the top. Then I add this over here, and when you add this over here, make sure you're connecting the letters like this. Each corner connect like that. You know what I'm saying? Goes for everything else. Doesn't have to be perfect. Draw loosely, add little tidbits. And one thing I have to tell you, that let's say if you have to look connected, all letters seem to be connected, and any empty negative space between the letters, add little bits and pieces, little arrows, little extensions here and there. You understand? And let me see what else. There's some little extensions. When I do extensions, one over here on the H and one over here on the A to keep it balanced. Okay, so I did wherever space, any negative space between the letters, I added little bits and pieces. If you see, it's kind of sketched out, but when I ink it, you will see it. It comes some arrows, little extensions here. It's a little extension over here, and then this is the eye. So you notice I did the eye over here. Little bits and pieces right here to cover, just fill in the negative space. And here I did the eye right here, really close. So I think most like while I'm inking it, you will see how I connect the letters together. All the letters are connected somehow. And then for the eye has a little dot, so I did this little heart over here. So this basically the piece, I kept it pretty much. The E really stands out from the original letter font, so I tried to keep some of the characteristics of the letter of the basic letter I was using before in the Wildstyle. I just stylizing it, okay? Now we should be in stage 4, which I'm gonna work on perspective.
who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life.
Alright, so this is the fourth stage of perspective. If you're watching me before, I did a dot in the bottom of this page, and I actually take a ruler. It's best to use a ruler, and once I put the vanishing point, and this is about perspective drawing. So take a ruler and put the ruler on the dot, and then every time you see a corner, just go upward or whatever direction you want to put the lines at. And then if you notice that I drew all this over here, that give it the graffiti style some 3D dimensional effect. Make it block letters, right? Now over here, of course, I'm gonna start now. Over here, of course, gonna be more like lines crossing down. There's gonna be more perspective over here, but I'm gonna do it later because I just gonna show you a little bit about perspective drawing. So if you want to learn about this technique, and you go to YouTube, look at perspective drawing 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 types of perspective drawing. Okay. So we're gonna start to move on to the flowers now, because now this is how it's gonna look like, and all we'll do is ink it. So we're gonna work on the flowers now, and after we're done with the flowers, we're gonna talk about a little bit about the subject. This is a subject in art also.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Yeah, you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving.
Alright, so I just finished drawing the flowers, and I'm gonna explain to you about flowers, how to create them, how to draw them, how to paint them. In real life, I mean, let's say you draw a flower and you just draw what you see. Now, you don't have to go, I mean, you know, all these petals and this and that, you have to get each one detailed. Just be loose with it. Don't kill yourself with it. Just enjoy the process. The same thing with painting, you know. You gotta be loose, and you know, now these particular flowers, these roses are there, they're pretty just like real life. The leaves are pretty just like little bit real life, but I stylized the stem of the flower, and this is like switch like this, because in real life this flower is staying in one stem. Now in real life these flowers are attached to the same stem, and then these little switch go this kind of like, I don't know, kind of wavy type of stem, which is something I created myself. Something I do in Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau style, that's something I might want to discuss in another drawing. But this is drawn very loosely, and this is like real sketchy. I mean, I know where exactly this is gonna be in the inking process. So I think that's all I can really say in terms of the flowers. It's a quick course in flowers, and if I ever did anything in color, I'll probably explain to you more in detail. Alright, so this is the original piece. This is gonna be the final stage of the pencil. Now we work on the inking, and I'm gonna ink the flowers first. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and just ink the whole thing to the whole drawing, and then at the end of the drawing, end of the pen and ink stage, and we should be in the fifth stage. I'm gonna explain to you a little more about inking, and then show you the end of the piece. Okay, I'll put some music on, and don't go nowhere. I'll be back later.
go.
Yeah, and you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life and I won't look back ever again.
No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push.
Alright, so this is it, final stage with the inking. So I'm explaining a little bit about the pen and ink. You notice that when I did the flower, I used a pen, and the pen has a point that's very flexible to go to thick to thin. So you notice over here is thin to thick. So this is another way of just drawing just one line of width of a line. You could just press down, and as hard you press down, the thicker it becomes. Alright, so that's another way of showing variety in your outlining, and then if you notice, you look down here, okay, down here thicker. So the purpose for this, the flowers are behind the lettering, so that means wherever's in the background, the lines become a little bit thinner, and the stems cross all the way close to the lettering. So it gives it more of a thickness to give it more into the foreground, when it's in the background, becomes thinner lines. This is something I learned in comic book inking, so if you want to know more about pen and ink, check out pen and ink drawing techniques, and or check out comic book inking, which is pretty decent video to watch, especially for the line weight. So we're gonna look down here for the lettering. We have the H. You see this? E, got V, the I, and the E. Now I'm gonna tell you something about what I did here. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Okay. So over here you see that what I did when you saw me first draw the outline just to get it started. But then again, I decided to go thick on the lines. It was thin, then go thick to thin. The reason is that what I'm talking about is just variety in the lines, which make it more visually interesting. Like you see the outside of the perimeter of the word's name, that the lines are thicker, and wherever it's an inside, lines a bit thinner, little thick and thin here and there wherever it's needed. But I think the best way to look at it is just to use your own judgment. Watch comic book artists, especially them, to get an idea. I did the same thing over here with this flower over here. Same thing. Alright. Okay, so this is the piece. Before I go, if you want me to draw it, your name is graffiti style, just check out the links down below the description box. My Etsy, my website, I got my links, Instagram, TikTok, and all that applies to my channel. Alright guys, so if you like it, give me a like, make a comment, share, subscribe to my channel. My name is Louis Ning Chong. Thanks for watching.